What were you most thrilled about in this set of numbers? Because there was a lot to digest.
Taylor Swift. I mean, this is the Bob Iger effect, where Nelson Peltz can't get his way around Hollywood to save his life. Bob Iger is really the key to getting good content back on Disney, which ultimately, when you talk about all the things that need to drive Disney forward, it's all about great IP or great content. And that's the biggest challenge, is making great content in Hollywood. So to get sort of like the Taylor's cut of this version of the movie for Disney Plus will definitely move the needle in a huge way. She's a phenomenon that's massive. So that's a great start. And then their investment in Epic Games, the kids play Fortnite, consistently, and having an alternative universe that's all Disney characters and all the ancillary revenue that comes with all the purchases on an ongoing basis from the way gaming is done today is not only a business Disney needs to be in, but they're smart in that they're letting Epic do it. Disney's failed at gaming over and over again, but Epic has been a wonderful success. So these verticals, along with the way they're monetizing ESPN, is exactly what Disney needs to be doing.
That's a pretty good summary, Ross, of about 7 different stories that came out of earnings. I mean, on the video game side, I think back to 2002, Kingdom Hearts, which was a JV Disney did with Square Enix. I don't fully understand, though, how the Epic relationship plays out. There's an emphasis on licensing content. I get that. Is Disney saying, OK, I think we better go back big into video games, like Netflix has done on the mobile app sense?
100%. So it's more than just gaming. It's social gaming, which is really, Roblox being the best example of this. My kids don't just play games. They play games with their friends. They do not play these games by themselves. And most of the time now they're connecting through FaceTime on their iPads and then playing Fortnite or playing Minecraft or in a lot of cases just Roblox. And so this is about getting into the zeitgeist of what kids are doing, having a social element to the gaming aspect, but also a way to extend their brands in many different ways through this open world platform. If you've ever played Fortnite, one of the coolest things about it is it's constantly changing the environment, the worlds, and the different characters. And so by building more Disney into this, it seeds the next generation of future Disney users, which has always been one of Disney's great strengths and something that they've lost with their failure to really have any animation hits over the last several years.
Ross, Bob Iger delivered on the bottom line with cost cutting, and he delivered growth through the parks business. So I'll go back to the question I always ask you. Is Disney a technology company?
Well, Disney is what I would consider a pure entertainment company that's adopting technology in many aspects of its business. But in its purity, it's about going to the theme park and living out your sort of dreams and fantasies, whether it be Star Wars or Marvel or Avatar. It's about the physical experience, but then augmenting it with the digital experience. And that's where Disney Plus and the gaming and all the other assets that they're building that are digital are so complementary to the physical assets that Disney owns that are irreplaceable. You just really can't replace taking your kids to Disneyland and any other experience. But then when they get home, being able to get onto Fortnite and play with the characters or watch Disney Plus and watch Taylor Swift, they've got all elements of entertainment covered. So this is a great first step for Disney on their recovery. And I think if they follow through with some great IP over the next couple of years, Disney will be back.
Because that maybe is where they've missed, certainly in the film studios part of it, Wish, for example, really not landing. I'm interested in the legacy bits of the business, ABC, the TV parts that had seemingly been up for sale and then retracted a little bit. What do you see as the strategy going forward, Ross?
Profitability. I mean, they've managed to keep ABC, profitable. So it is creating cash for them, even though it's on a declining, sort of revenue base. They've managed to just cut costs and maintain that business. But we all know linear TV is dead and the cable bundle is dead. And even Spectrum, which is a cable company, doesn't actually provide cable anymore. It's a streamer now, too. So I think Disney's making the right moves and trying to get their content in multiple different platforms, including on Charter, as well as or Spectrum, as well as this new ESPN bundle, which is wonderful for sports fans. So I think getting IP in the most places possible and having high quality IP ultimately is what the entertainment business is all about.
Ross, we just have 10 seconds. Do you increase your position in Disney from here?
Well, fortunately, I did increase my position in Disney under 100 in my fund GK over the last several months. I think Disney is worth over $120 a share, and at the high, it was worth $200 almost. So I think for investors, if you see this stock down at this level, I think it's one of the few values left in the stock market, which is fairly richly priced today. So I think Disney is a compelling investment and one that we own and one that we recommend.